The best healthcare is there in ways big and small. There when we most and least expect it. We may not see it, but we feel it. It lets us know we're not in this alone. Everyone deserves a healthcare partner who never quits. One who's there for what matters. United Healthcare. There for what matters.
It's time to knock some things off your bucket list. First up, travel the world. If you've always wanted to visit Hong Kong or vacation in the Swiss Alps and wondered what it was like, well, Jeanette, Yvette, and Tina got the scoop for you. These Jet Setting Divas are always at some fun and exotic place experiencing the best of what life has to offer. And each week, they'll tell you all about it. These ladies are always high-flying loads of fun.
Hey, I'm Jeanette.
I'm Yvette.
And I'm Tina, and we are the Jet Setting Divas. Hey, ladies, what's going on in the world of travel?
A lot. Trying to find some travel buddies.
Girl, you know what? Finding travel friends is a luxury because we all know. You gotta, when you find a group, you better stick with them, and you better pray that they always got some money.
Yeah, and we've been sticking with each other for quite some time now.
Yeah, y'all know it's probably been really close to like 4 or 5 years. We've been at least traveling together.
Yeah,
which is really good.
Well, Tina and I, we've been traveling for like
30.
We might tell our
y'all
age.
gonna age y'all.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to say 35. I said around 5.
15 plus years. That's what it's been. 15 plus years.
It's been a long time. I know we've been traveling, and you know what? Which was a good connection, Yvette, that we even made because I think we started off like spring break. That's our first trip.
Yeah, yep. We used to go
Spring
somewhere
break,
local
freshman
trips,
year.
and then we started going out the country.
Yeah, because we was just doing local. Then I had never had a passport. I don't think we did.
We didn't need
a passport.
Telling our age again.
Dang. Can't tell our age. But that first trip, because I remember my dad was he was all paranoid because one, me getting on a plane and going someplace he ain't never heard of, don't know nothing about. And he didn't really know. So I think that's when he kind of met he met your dad or your mom. He had met people because he was like, I definitely met your sister. And I was like, he was like, I don't know why you just want to go. He didn't know why I would want to leave like that.
Older people, they don't, some of them don't. Some older people travel and want to go experience things, but some people don't. Yeah.
Nowadays. I don't know if Jeanette will come back in and hang out with us, but sometimes we just have to, find some people that you can really, really, really travel with.
Yeah.
And when you find that, you just kind of keep going. And I'm happy to have found you guys.
Right, right. And we actually have recruited a couple of more people this year that's been moving around with us a little bit. So
yes,
and that we can depend on. So if we say we're going somewhere, they be ready to buy that ticket or pay for that hotel or resort or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like your background, Yvette. I got to tell you, it looks really nice. You festive. And you're ready.
I've been trying to decorate for the fall. So I got some things going on that I've been trying to put together.
Oh, cool. And I know Jeanette will join us in a second. I definitely want us to kind of dig into just traveling. Hey Jay, you're back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, that's good. That's all right.
She tried to run away from us. You are a travel buddy. You can't leave.
You don't want to travel
go nowhere
with us anymore? Is that a sign?
No, I'm traveling with you all. We've got a trip coming up in December, so.
Yeah, we were just talking about just finding good people to travel with because I think we have found, we found something that's really, really good. And everybody can, if they got travel groups, but you think about 25, 30 women, you don't really have a connection. Maybe 3 or 4 you'll probably make a connection with. And hopefully, you're going to travel. So, when we say we do some concierge, Yvette was just talking about the other people who have just kind of joined our group with us, and kind of travel with us.
Yeah. So I was talking about the couple of ladies that recently have gone on a few trips with us this past year. They've been very dependable, and we all get along very well.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
they go with the flow. And I'm gonna have to say, in order for you to have good travel friends, you have to have money. I'm sorry. We travel on a budget, we ball on a budget, but you gotta have some type of resource where you can
Yeah.
tap in and say, I'm ready when it's time to buy a ticket, when it's time to pay for your accommodations and transportations. And because you know what? Everybody can't just at the drop. And we done had some friends now. When we say we want to go somewhere, they buying plane tickets when we about to walk on a plane and things like that. But you got to be, we found
Yeah.
some really inexpensive tickets in December. We put it out there on the internet. We told everybody in our social media group, and here we are about maybe a month, about 6 weeks out, and now they contacting us talking about, y'all still going? What we said we
You
were.
see, we've
Yep.
already planned our trip, and honestly, at this point, I mean, I like people going, but you got to go ahead and get your ticket so that we know for sure that you're going,
Yes.
because you spend
Right.
a lot of time. It's a lot of time in planning, and I've been a part of other travel groups, and there's a lot of planning that we have to do beforehand. So I say for me, a good travel partner is somebody who is going to be committed early on. You
Yes.
need to
Right.
go ahead and commit. Whenever we say we're buying tickets, you buy
Mm-hmm.
them right then, because
Yeah.
the prices will go up. We're planning who's going to stay with who, booking rooms.
We
We
booking
got to
rooms
put
and
down money on different Airbnbs, or pay. A lot of the times you have to pay for those rooms up front. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, a good travel buddy is someone
Yeah.
who will go ahead and commit early on. I need you to go ahead and commit, because otherwise I'm going to count you out rather than just counting you
We
in.
we've had some nice trips this year with like 10 plus women.
Yes, we
When I
have.
when I said we're going here, the Airbnb cost this amount, they was like, all right, Zales. They was zelling like,
Yeah.
like I'm ready to go. That's the type of person or people that I want to travel with. And that's what are the people that I will always invite. Not somebody, because you always have that person or people who be like, yeah, I'm gonna go, I'm going with y'all. I'm going, and just talk. And that's
Uh,
it.
and
And
then we
when
ready to go, and we ain't heard from them. And then they
right.
look like in our pictures talking about, I wanted to go. But y'all,
One
I
thing,
mean, another part of it is like, you guys even were ready. You had a friend, another travel group that we are familiar with. They had people back out. All they needed was somebody to buy a plane ticket, boom, and get out there, and you were
Mm-hmm.
able to take it.
yeah,
You
we
you got to
did.
be ready.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say too that for this trip, what we did, a lot of people, one thing that I really liked about it was that we didn't go far. It was a road trip. And so since we went to the
Mm-hmm.
Texas wine country in Fredericksburg, people were able to come and go as they please. When you're traveling out of the United States, it's harder to have more people and,
Yeah.
be able to be that flexible as it was with that trip.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And even like right now, I'm actually on a trip right now, and I didn't even plan on it. I literally, my niece doesn't have, she's a young adult. She has the resources. She said, I want to go see Usher in Vegas. And she wanted a certain ticket. She wanted to sit a certain place. She wanted to spend a certain amount. And her friends don't have it. And she don't have the luxury of buying two tickets to say, I'll buy this ticket and my friend. So she just bought one ticket. She bought one plane ticket and she got her hotel. But you're in a city by yourself, and not the travel diva of myself, Tina, would let her just be here by herself. So I said, well, I'll come down there and, at least I'll be there. And
Yeah.
if so happen, I can get a cheap ticket to go see Usher, because the tickets she bought an expensive ticket. So I'll just tell you today, I've been looking in the same section where she is, and there are 4 tickets. 3 of them are in the $1,500 range
Wow.
right now. And then 1 ticket is in the $500 range right now. But with taxes and fees, it's $700. So,
Mhm.
you got to have your credit card, your money ready if that's what I
Right.
choose to do. and I haven't chosen to go at this point. Concert don't start till 9 p.m. Pacific time.
So go to the box office. Go
Maybe.
walk up to the box office
Yeah.
and see if you can get that $100 ticket.
Yeah, because that's the only way I'm going. And luckily, the venue is like right across the street from where we are. But it was again one of those. I want to do something. I want to travel with people, and not everybody have the resources to do it at the spur of the moment. And she planned this. I think way back in maybe July. Here we are in October, and she been asking, just people to come.
They could have saved some money.
Yeah.
Maybe, I guess. I don't know.
But
Yeah,
I was saying, what do you all think about traveling? Because I haven't really done much solo traveling, but I see a lot of millennials are doing solo traveling.
They do.
They're in that situation. They don't have friends to travel with. Or, I'm almost like with you all. I'm going overseas. I'm going to go to Europe.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? If you all want to go, come on and go. But then I got to go on my own. That's a bucket list trip I'm going on. So
and that makes sense.
Do you think that solo travel is on the decrease? I see it on the increase. I see some people
a lot of people going solo. They're not waiting for other
even
people.
overseas.
Yeah. I think with security, I guess that would be my thing is going by yourself is great, but if you're going by yourself with a group of other people that you really don't know, that's But you're like, I'm buying my ticket. I'm just getting on because I literally, we kind of gone places where we've traveled by. You're alone, and you talk to people, and they're like, "Oh, where you going?" And the first question people ask is, "Oh, where you going? Are you meeting friends? Are you going by yourself?" People, I be thinking about that movie Taken. They asking questions, and I'm like, maybe I don't want to share where I'm going. And I think
from a security standpoint, it's probably best that you say, I'm going to meet some friends, or I'm here with my guy, or something like that, just so they don't think that you are there by yourself, just for security purposes.
Because I got worried that this guy could have been a person who was buying a ticket to get inside of the airport to go somewhere to figure out where somebody going alone, or maybe want to kidnap, because he asked me point blank in a line, "Where are you going?" I said, "It's a secret." He said, "Oh," and he kept asking me, "Who are you going with?" And of course, I had a partner I'm going with, but I'm in the pre-check line. And I'm like, "Why are you asking me where I'm going?" And I can choose to tell. And I think a lot of people feel free because you're excited. I'm getting ready to go to Italy all by myself, a solo trip. You don't know what that man is going to do to you. So, or a woman or wherever, because sex trafficking don't happen because they took you from someplace and forced you on a plane. Sometimes they can get on your plane, and when you get there, they got other people to take you in. And I'm just saying those are things for security purposes that I say that I won't travel. I won't let anyone know that I'm traveling alone unless I feel comfortable, and definitely not when I get there letting people know that I don't have anybody else around me, because I don't think that's good.
Right.
It's not safe.
Yeah. But you gotta have some money. That's all I gotta say. Because I, on a whim, and I gotta tell you, went to the spirit counter one day. I mean, on Tuesday.
That was my question for you. Okay, so as far as these last minute trips, you just went to the spirit. What did you find? Are you finding really? You must have evidently found a really great deal for this last minute trip. Right. So maybe that's a travel hack now. Go out and because I keep seeing on the internet.
You can go online. Yeah, you can go online and look at the ticket. Yeah,
but there's better deals than that there was being this time last year. They're saying there are better deals now, and I don't know if it's what's causing that, but they're saying there's better deals now, last minute deals. And they say if you want to do your holiday travel, start booking it now.
They've been having really good deals.
I left at 9:00 or 8:30. Went up to the spirit counter after I'd been looking online that morning. I looked, I said, "Oh, this is pretty reasonable." I said, "I'm just going to go up to the counter." And they had a 4:00 the same day. And I said, okay, even if I save $40, I'll get a ticket for $80. So I get to the counter and the guy says, "Oh, the ticket is $91. I'm like, "But there you go. Round trip, leave right." I would left in about 6 hours. And boom, and I'll just leave on Saturday. And it was kind of like I had been looking because I all along had planned on going with my niece, because I kept saying, you don't have anybody you can go with, blah, blah, blah. And she kept saying, oh, I'll ask these people. And then, last week she said, well, do you want to come? I already have a room. And I looked and the tickets were like $500. I said,
But how much did you pay? What was the difference that you saved by going to the airport?
I say $50, about $40, $50.
Oh, that makes it work. Because we went sometimes and then, because I went one time, that we went, I saved like $20 or $30, but $50 is definitely worth going.
It was 50, 155 or 141 online when I looked on the app. And then when I went there, I paid like $91 or something like that. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, Frontier, I've been getting those emails. They've been having those $19 one-way sales and 90% off. So when people be like, why are you always flying? How are you always going places? It's not expensive. Catch a deal on a flight, it can be done.
Yeah.
And when you're traveling in with the group, you share the expense.
Yeah.
And she planned ahead. She found a hotel that gave her, if you buy 2 nights, they gave her 2 nights free.
Yep.
In Vegas. And they was like, she said, she jumped on it. I'm by myself. We like to go to a lot of more luxury like hotels, but for the purpose, it's close to the venue she was going to. She can just walk right over and, boom. And, she got 2 nights free. And so she gets to stay 4 nights for the cost of 2 nights. So it worked out for her. Okay. It was going to be a good deal for her anyway. The most expensive thing is the doggone Uber. The Uber from the airport just to the hotel was $35. And I'm like, that's crazy.
But Vegas got that shuttle that I forget what it's called, where you pay like $15 or something like that. They have a shuttle that you can book.
The number of people here, and I don't know where that shuttle was going. I'll eat the cost and just go ahead and get on an Uber because if I'm gonna be traveling and hotel to hotel, and it's gonna take me an hour to get there. I just went ahead and did it. But and I'm on the strip, so I was like, I had to bite that bullet. But then I also came in at 5:00. That's another thing. You need to also be aware of surge times for Uber and Lyft. I came at 5 p.m. in the middle of a week. So, I was right there in the middle of you finna pay a whole bunch of money. So definitely, excited and glad that I got travel partners. I wish everybody could find somebody that, at the spur of the moment. I even thought I ought to call them and see if they want to come too. But when I realized she only had a king bed, I figured, I ain't gonna have no place to sleep. So.
Well, I sleep on the sofa.
Yeah, and they do have a little couch right there. I said, I guess it would have been a little place. You would have had a little couch. That's it. So I was pretty much kind of like, okay, I'll just go ahead and go. And, but I probably would just walk over with her to the concert, let her go in, and I'll probably go gamble and then I'll come back to the room.
The thing though, that we're seeing though, is for all of our listeners is that there's deals. There's a lot of deals on hotels. There's a lot of deals on last minute flights. On travel flights for the holidays. So there's a lot of deals out there that you
look
can
for the packages. Sometimes they have little packages. They'll say, hey, when they say hotel discount, that may be a reason that you say you want to go to a place you've never been before.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. But this has been good, ladies. I tell you,
it's been good speaking with you all. Okay. All right. Well, I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Yvette.
And I'm Tina. And we are the Jet Setting Divas.
Woo!
Tune in next Thursday when the Jet Setting Divas will tell you about another fun destination spot that you'll want to visit. For more on their excursions, log on to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
Have you heard the news about the new COVID-19 vaccine? The FDA has just approved the updated vaccine, and it's now available to keep you and your family safe. So get ready to roll up your sleeve. These vaccines are an effective tool to fight COVID-19. They target the variants that we know are circulating in our communities right now. So make a plan for you and your family. Contact your doctor, your clinic, your healthcare provider, or your local pharmacist and schedule appointments. The vaccine is authorized and recommended for all Minnesotans aged 6 months and older. Stay safe this fall and winter with the new COVID-19 vaccine. is a real roller coaster ride. Up, and sometimes down even lower. An organization called Treehouse is giving Minnesota teens the support they need to build resiliency. Treehouse is a faith-based nonprofit that offers teens a safe space to share their troubles and learn healthy coping skills with peers and caring adults. Right now, Treehouse needs more volunteers. Do you have a passion to help teens? And would you like to share your wisdom with a middle or high school student who's feeling hopeless? Then sign up to volunteer with Treehouse groups meeting in Bloomington, Brooklyn Park, Plymouth, Minnetonka, and Eagan. Adult volunteers are needed as mentors, drivers, support group assistants, program assistants, and to help prepare hot meals. Lift up teens in our community and help them find hope and joy by volunteering with Treehouse. Learn more and sign up at treehousehope.org. Click on the Get Involved tab at the top of the page. That's treehousehope.org. The teens can't wait to meet you.
It's not just another day in your life. Things are changing for the better. At Comcast, we see those changes, and we're thinking about how we use technology today to live, work, learn, and play. And we're building for the future now, so we're better prepared for the wants and needs of tomorrow. That's why Comcast is rolling out multi-gig internet speeds to more than 50 million homes and businesses before the end of 2025, making our already industry-leading network even faster, smarter, greener, and more reliable. Over the decades, Comcast has been your partner, working hard to serve your community, and will continue to be your partner. We're expanding our gigabits so you can enjoy the tiny bits that matter most.
You know Shaletta makes you laugh, but did you know Shaletta Brundage can also make you think and boost your business? Media personality, activist, and comedian Shaletta Brundage founded Shaletta Makes Me Laugh to celebrate and share the best of Black culture. It's a podcasting platform. You can download 10 weekly podcasts hosted by African-American subject experts at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com is also a production house creating broadcast-quality commercial content. And Shaletta and her team of storytellers create powerful promotional campaigns to get businesses the brand awareness they're looking for. Some of Minnesota's top businesses trust Shaletta, and you can too. Get out the word about your events and products and get in front of communities of color with ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com. She's got the power to help your business.